Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another Wednesday night stream. Tonight, we're going to be playing Golden Axe 3. This game's kind of underrated. Never came out in the US. I'm not sure if it got a European release. It was available as a downloadable game on the Sega channel. So the 5 of you who had that got to play it maybe back in the day, but yeah. I don't know, I think it's pretty underrated generally, but let's get started. We don't get to play as our boy Gilius Thunderhead, unfortunately. He's our mentor. He's too old. He's got a cane now. Traded in the golden axe for the golden cane. This game has a really phenomenal soundtrack. The entire series does, but this one might be my favorite. Some of this. If that doesn't make you want to pump some iron, I don't know what will. So one of the more common criticisms I've seen of this one is the graphics being like supposedly subpar compared to the first two. I think overall the environments are they're less detailed, they're less interesting, but I think the character graphics are fine. Definitely a little bit of a different style than the first two, but it still looks nice. From a gameplay level, this is definitely the most the most complex. You have the biggest range of moves in this one. I think that probably goes a little unnoticed. Golden Axe, definitely a series that was cut short. You know, the original had one proper sequel, which never got a console port, for Revenge of Death Adder. And then there was a fighting game, The Duel, which got ported to the Saturn, which I've played before on stream with Tinmad. But ever since then, not too much. There was a PS2 remake of the first one, which I haven't played, but it's supposed to be pretty crappy. And then there's Golden Axe Beast Rider. It's for like the PS3 and 360. Again, haven't played that either, but I remember getting pretty mixed reviews on release. Let's see. Desert or grasslands? I'm gonna go desert. Only for the stellar soundtrack out there in the desert. Ancient mound. Yeah, this track. Yeah, this game is a great soundtrack. No doubt about that. Hey, Troop, how's it going, pal? Release the hostages. Yeah, there are a few reasons why I chose to play this game tonight, but I finally managed to get my hands on this fan edit from the original trilogy forums of Conan the Barbarian. That basically, to make a long story short, fixes all the problems with the US released Blu-ray, which unfortunately has a lot of issues. The biggest of which is that it's missing a bunch of instruments from the soundtrack. But I finally got my hands on that. Nice big fat 10 gigabyte uncompressed file. Oh yeah. Troop never played 3, is it any good? I think so. I think it's on the level of the first two. Yeah, I was just texting you to Matt. It's like, I wish you were here to play this co-op. The biggest flaw of this game for me is that you can't play as Gilius Thunderhead. But other than that, it's great. They definitely expanded the moveset quite a bit. I'm not sure why they ditched the ability to charge the spells like you could do in 2. I thought that was a really good gameplay addition. But in this, it's back to 1 where you just use all of them, no matter what. At least according to the tier of spells. That volcano back there. Just perpetually erupting. Golden Axe games are funny, like I don't think about them at all. Yeah, they still seem somewhat popular. In reality, they're just simple beat-em-ups. Yeah, I mean they are. They're not deep games, but it's just a satisfying, you know, classic beat-em-up series. Nothing more, nothing less. The presentation helps a lot too for all of them. They really capture that, like, barbarian, Conan the Barbarian vibe. Look at that slick move. Hey Mouse, how's it going? Good to see you. So thank you, I appreciate that. And yeah, I'm happily surprised that it's gotten as many views as it has. It's yeah, it's good. You know, it's amusing. I checked out the stats earlier, and I have 64. So I have 64 new subscribers. Like the perfect, what an appropriate number. The N64 games really came through. Good camera work too. Well, thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Now I'm happy with how it came out. Definitely. I was actually working on another one today. It's good. It's gonna be something a lot smaller, but I'm gonna be releasing it either tomorrow or the day after. Should be Friday, but probably tomorrow. It's something that I've been wanting to do for like a really long time. I've pointed it out. I'm gonna be again kind of vague here, but it's something that I've pointed out on the internet before about Dark Souls. And I don't think anyone else has noticed it. And I kind of wanted to do a video on it before Azuli figures it out too and does a video herself. So yeah, it'll be a short little one. It'll be like 3 or 4 minutes long. Just a neat little thing. But I've got a bunch of ideas for shorter videos I'm gonna do throughout December. You know, should like I'll be around like 5 minutes or so each. I'm thinking I'll probably do like 3 or 4 of those before I do like another bigger video again in the new year. In addition to all the live stream stuff, of course. Yeah, the trees do look cool. This is one of the better looking stages in the game. Troop, yeah, the channel I was referring to, it's Zuli, the Witch. And she does lots of videos just about the Souls games. Or like, how do I describe it? Little like tidbits, I guess, or just technical things, or using some like hacking to reveal some stuff, or just check out or test different things. She puts out, I think, a video a day. There's quite a few of them now. But they're all pretty interesting. You know, they're all pretty like bite-sized videos, like 2 or 3 minutes a piece. But yeah, if you like Souls, definitely check her out. But I have a feeling she's gonna see it sooner or later. She's like, okay, I need to do this first. Before she notices this too. So many different moves you can do. Let's see, up or down? I'm gonna go down. Since you guys are the OGs, I'll tell you another video that I'll be doing this month. It's not the one I'm gonna be putting up in the next couple days, but I'm gonna do a silly little thing about the that Wampa Stompa code from Shadows of the Empire. You'll see. I just thought that was so insane, but it's basically gonna be an excuse for me to make a few dumb jokes about it. So watch out for that one too. This guy, he's got his big grass leg warmers. Oh yeah. I've got a bunch of tracks from this game on my workout playlist. This really pumps me up, you know? It's barbarian beats. Yeah, thick legs. This is one of those classic things, you know, when you're dealing with sprites, but the fact that our guy's shoulder pad, his skull shoulder pad, switches shoulders depending the direction we're looking on. Bloody Street. You are now entering Bloody Street. I don't talk to any barbarians unless they're at least 6'2". It's a girl, you make me sick to my stomach. Did I ever see that Golden Axe PS3 game? 3D one pure. Yeah, I heard it sucked. I've seen a little bit of gameplay of. Yeah, there was a PS3 and 360 one called Beast Rider, which is supposed to be pretty bad, and then there was like a PS2 remake of the first one, which was part of like the Sega Classics like remakes they were doing, and that's supposed to be really bad. Yeah, it's the redhead, Tyrus Flare or whatever. She's in the first two games, right? So you have like the same exact archetypes in this game, although they're all new characters supposedly, although they look exactly the same. It's like the Dark Souls Knights rollout. Have either of you ever seen the movie Excalibur from like 1977? I'm trying to think of who directed that. If you haven't, I would definitely recommend it. It's not a fantastic movie. It's pretty good. It kind of drags a little bit in the second act, but the first act is fantastic, and the third act is fantastic. And it's like elements of that movie almost remind me of not what a literal Dark Souls film should or would be, but almost like the multiplayer experience. I know I'm getting like this is very specific, but it's like the essence of dealing with asshole invaders in Dark Souls. You'll see if you watch it. Looks Kino, yeah. Yeah, I've got it on Blur, I like it. Like I said, the middle act is a little slow. It drags a little bit, but overall, really solid. And the first and third act are definitely make up for it. Especially the third act, where things start getting more supernatural. Yeah, it's either late 70s or early 80s. Oh, let me look this up. Just make sure I get their date right. 1981, directed by John Borman. Look at that poster. Oh, beautiful. Forged by a god, foretold by a wizard, found by a king. Yeah, the guy who plays Merlin in that is insane. A dream to some, a nightmare to others. Thanks, I kept getting pictures of cars. The 1981 Ford Excalibur. Uh-oh. Something's going on my CRT. There's like a glowy spot. Weird. Yeah, No, it's definitely a great film. I mean, it's. Let me put this. I have really high bar to clear to call something a great film. It's a good film. I would still recommend it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not usually into the whole like concept of doing like fan edits, but that's one I'd be interested in possibly trying my hand on. Just to like tighten up the pacing in that middle act, as I mentioned. It's got both. Oh. The dude. So Patrick Stewart is in it, as well as Leslie Nielsen. Two of Arthur's Knights. Has anyone here seen The Green Knight? Newer film. Came out this year. I haven't seen it, but I thought the trailer made it look a little pretentious. But been wrong before. Or when intend to produce all three parts of The Lord of the Rings as a single film. That's an insane idea. Yeah, that would never work. Give me the beef. So strange. Yeah, Neverending Story, Dark Crystal, Legend, Labyrinth. That era of fantasy is beautiful. That was like the best era. Late 70s and then throughout the 80s. Death Mountain. It's like, out of any genre, I think that's fantasy and sci-fi really lost a lot once the big switch to CGI started. Lord of the Rings is kind of like it's like the last holdout. And there's obviously plenty of CGI in those films, but counterbalanced with plenty of practical effects and sets, which, if you watch The Hobbit, that's one thing that immediately becomes apparent. Almost everything is like a green screen environment. Something is totally lost. Yeah, I thought the trailer for Green Knight looked good. I just thought some of the dialogue was a little hokey, but I should give it a shot. I did just buy a huge batch of movies over the weekend as well. Plenty of all over the place. Night of the Hunter, I bought the Criterion for that, as well as the new Criterion for Mulholland Drive in 4K. Maltese Falcon, Parasite, which is supposed to be, you know, a great film, right? Haven't seen it, but just kind of on a whim. I got it for like $7. What else did I get? The 4Ks for Full Metal Jacket and Doctor Strangelove. What else did I get? There's more. I'm forgetting. Oh, I ordered the BFI Warner Herzog box set. It's 18 of his films. It's on sale for like £25, which came out to, after shipping, like $40 US. It's like fantastic. I mean, 18 films for $45 is a great deal, no matter what. But when 18 of those films are by Warner Herzog, that's money. That's an insanely good deal. So I'm looking forward to that. But because that's a Region B Blu-ray set, that's going to involve me hacking my PS3 so I can play region free. So I can play movies region free. Oh my god. The leg warmer guys are back. Look at those legs. You guys have seen Pumping Iron. If you haven't, you should, but one of the many scenes of Arnold training with, you know, his buddies in the gym or whatever. Forget the guy's name. He's got like dark curly hair and a mustache. He's in the squat rack, and Arnold just keeps like pushing him and pushing him and pushing him. And the guy's just incredible. It's like the screams of pain. He finishes his set to his credit, and then he just straight up drops on the floor. Knock these skellies right off. They look more like Ninja Turtle skeletons than human skeletons, don't they? Yeah, Parasite, the Korean film. Yep. That one is amazing. Excellent. Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to watching it. I've a huge stack of movies now to watch. It's nice. Watched Full Metal Jacket recently, feels like a common opinion, but didn't do much for me after they left the training camp. I think the second half of Full Metal Jacket is great, but the first half definitely gives you false expectations going forward. Oh, Donkey Kong. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure where I stand on that. I do maybe a slight edge to the first half, but I do like the second a lot. You know, it's like, if we're talking about a 10 out of 10 versus like a 9.5 out of 10 here. But the last like 15 minutes, like navigating up against the sniper turns out to be, you know, it's like young girl and everything, you know, with that. That's really powerful. It's another YouTube channel I think called, I think it's Cinema Tyler. He does a lot of documentary stuff on Kubrick. Really good. I definitely recommend him. It's like he like insane production design. Like for example, you know, they shot that second half. I mean, they shot all of the film in England, but you know, the second half of the movie taking place in Vietnam. It's like, okay, we got to make this look like Vietnam. So, like ordering tons and tons of, you know, Vietnamese palm trees. Like hundreds of Vietnamese palm trees, and Stanley Kubrick supposedly memorized each one of them, and they were all uniquely numbered. So they were like getting a set up. Like, okay, I want tree number 45 over there, tree number 72 over there, tree number 113 over there. They're like, yeah, okay, Stanley, sure. He like comes back from lunch and immediately picks up on the fact that those are the right trees. Just insane. Saving Private Ryan. You know, I've only saw that once and I was about 14, but I wasn't crazy about it either. Yeah, I'm not usually into war films either. Normally. Alto Rourke, hey, welcome. Really? Oh yeah, really? You better believe it. Yeah, there's all sorts of crazy stories about stuff like that. Here's another one. The very last shot of the film where they're all marching and singing the Mickey Mouse Club theme, that was shot in daytime. Okay. They just had the camera set to really low exposures. That way they could really emphasize the effect of all the flames, you know, in the background without blowing them out in the foreground. So you watch it, it's like, yeah, this is night, but no, in reality they shot that in daylight, which is just crazy. One of the reasons why Stanley Kubrick films are so awesome, it's like, not only are they well directed, well acted, and just fantastic, but then on a production level, they're usually just mind-blowing. Barry Lyndon's another one. Using like brand new, like NASA-grade lenses to be able to film using only natural light and candlelight in all these indoor scenes. Yeah, that castle maybe doesn't look so great. That looks a little bit like a placeholder. It's like Castlevania on the NES had some better castle backdrops. So it's gonna tip over. This eagle guy's sprite, one of my favorites. Just look at him. Nobody's skipping leg day in this universe. Oh my god. He's a brute. No. I like grabbing, he's just like clutching his head in shame that you actually managed to do it. Not that he's in pain, he's just embarrassed. Oh man. Yes. Nice job. However, it won't be so easy next time. Bye. New sprite for these guys. They're just trying to get warm. Come on, barbarian. Yeah, the Stargate sequence, it is insane. Gorgeous. Beautiful film. I got the 4K for that one, and that is an experience. Even if you're not into Star Trek, if you like 2001, I'd definitely recommend checking out the first movie, Star Trek the Motion Picture, because it is very, very close to 2001 at points. In fact, they got some of the same effects people from 2001 for that film. It's the best looking out of any of the movies. Out of any of those Star Trek films, it has the best effects. It's just incredible. The knights are starting to learn to use their shields. Come on. Gotta pop the potions. For real, Star Trek has always seemed incredibly corny to me. It just sounded kind of goofy. Oh, I love it. And I say that as someone who only got into it within the last few years. So I don't have the nostalgia element to it either, you know? But different strokes, you know? I found, you know, I started with the original series, and while I was watching that, I went into it kind of prepared for it to be a lot campier than it is. Or I should say, campier than it is most of the time, because it definitely has its moments. But I was surprised, you know. The fact that they had the kind of serialized format with the kind of rotating, you know, writers, you just get this distilled essence of like that nice 1960s sci-fi vibe. Like on one hand, you have episodes like City on the Edge of Forever, Doomsday Machine, things like that, which is like intense, high concept like sci-fi. But on the other hand, you've got episodes like Spock's Brain, which is just absurd. Get the cheese to sick bay. I'm making my way through it for the third time now, I think. The original series. It's always incredible going from the show to the films. It's like the insane increase in production quality, you know, in every regard. You know, a low-budget 60s TV show to, you know, high-budget 70s films and everything that entails. And I'm about halfway through Next Generation. I haven't watched all of that yet. All the new stuff, though, I can't stand. Picard, Star Trek Picard. Not the character Picard, the show Picard. And, Discovery. Definitely weak. Weaker than that frame drop just now. Yeah, the first film, it has an element of existentialism to it. That's really nice. It really presents space as this almost like Lovecraftian, unknowable force. You know, it really emphasizes how small humanity is in face of like this overwhelming, you know, universe. The sequels are all good, except for Star Trek V, which is the only one I straight up can't defend. But I enjoy all of those, but they definitely get a lot more grounded from that point on. You know, more conventional kind of plots. It's like Cold War stuff. It's like submarine movies, like Wrath of Khan. Hey, Alan. OG is legitimately like open commons level plots in high fantasy sci-fi settings. Open commons level. Not sure what you mean. But I do like it a lot. Like I said, there are a few episodes that are... they are very campy, for sure. As just kind of the nature of the beast for things that are that old, things that are like big. Having such a large assortment of like different people working on it and writers. Definitely get a range of topics and tones for sure. So I've only watched some Star Trek, but it was all space politics. They all like that? No. I'd say the most... Next Generation is the most like that out of the stuff I've watched, but most of the original show isn't like that. And then most of the original movies aren't either. The sixth one kind of is, but I really like the sixth one a lot too. That's a pretty slick move there, Mr. Barbarian. Right. Yeah, full plate. Yeah, exactly. Just chop it away. Anything that isn't licensed for X years becomes open commons. Can't recall the precise number whether it varies by nature or not. Oh. Slick red armor. Almost looks like his sword is red too. Looks like he's got a lightsaber. Later. Yeah, if you're into, for like the original series, if you're into stuff like, you know, Clark or Asimov, you'll like the original series. my god, it's Goat Goro. The Zangief. It's bad enough to get hit by Lariat when they only have 2 arms. You can see where he was going. Yeah. Oh my god. Not this time, punk. I'll bring it back to Conan the Barbarian chat for a minute. It's a cinematic disgrace that John Milius didn't get to make proper sequels to Conan the Barbarian. Destroyer is not on par with Barbarian at all. He had it planned out too. Like he had kind of like a concept for what he wanted to do with this like kind of 3-film set. It's a shame. But I'm guessing Dino De Laurentiis had $ in his eyes, like, well, if we make the movie PG-13, more people will see it, and we'll make more money. He was really ahead of his time in that cynical Hollywood cash grab kind of way, in that regard. But beyond the rating, you know, just in terms of, I don't know, it being kind of an interesting thing. Incorporating like more philosophical elements into it. And Destroyer just becomes like a camp fest. Come on, skeleton. No, he turned the wrong way. Isn't there a Star Trek film where they go to San? Yeah, that's Star Trek 4: The Voyage Home. Yeah, that one's it's almost a comedy. I mean, deliberately. It's definitely the most lighthearted out of the films. I think it's the most, in terms of like mainstream appeal, I think it was the most popular. I think it's solid. It's not my favorite out of them, but I think it's good. Plenty of good fish out of water stuff. If I had to rank the original films, like with the original cast, I'd probably go 1, 2, 6, 3, 4, and then many, many, many yards away, 5. So those of you who are here at the beginning, paying attention, might have noticed that a few of these bosses so far have been some of the other playable characters. We see have our Panther dude. Who, as cool as he is, I think is probably the weakest character to actually play as in this game. Plots are shocking! Too many Kirk-centric nonsense plots with a bizarre command chain too. So you've got about 70 episodes in the original series. I'd say about 3/4 of them are good. And half of them are great, is what I would say. There are quite a few Kirks, yeah, I agree. But stuff like the Enterprise incident with Spock kind of getting the Romulan commander to let her guard down. I really enjoyed that one. Or Devil in the Dark, the mining planet. That's a great episode. Yes, Khajiit. Do you have any skooma? That's why he turned red. He's jonesing really bad. The power of Christ compels you. There we go. Fortunately, I regained consciousness before you killed me. With your strength, you should be able to defeat the enemy. Slacking on your movie watching quota. I kind of go back and forth. I marathon a bunch of flicks and then I get into like a TV series, marathon that. Kind of my rhythm. Like right now, as you may have noticed from that Zelda ending, the Miyamoto video. I've been watching plenty of Sopranos lately. Alright, castle looking a little better now. So you finally got here, however you won't be able to go on. You know what the later Elder Scrolls games were missing? More skooma crackdowns. It's a spot in Morrowind. It's like a medieval strip club. It's so strange looking with those character models, but I appreciate the world building. The seedier side. Bethesda being not afraid to present it. Yeah, Seagull's a real jerk, huh? Are the blocks percentage based, or is there a hidden armor stat? I'm not sure. You can do a command block like that. But when you're swinging and you clash blades, or whatever they're attacking you with, I'm not sure how that works. Wine glass moving on its own. No, I didn't notice that. Although I've had that happen several times in real life. So that'd be interesting to know whether or not it was intentional or just one of those times where, yeah, you get the right combination of variables in play, you can get glasses sliding around on tables. Oh, now he's homie. Alright. Oh! He didn't just change color, he became a man. What have I been doing? The princess. I have a favor to ask you. Princess somewhere in the castle. I don't think I've ever been this far in the game before, to be honest with you guys. Oh. I think it's supposed to represent Karen. Yeah, maybe. What is skooma supposed to be? Opium? I think in terms of its effects, it's very similar. I love that Caius Casade's Morrowind is like a... I mean, this is your stock, like, RPG character. You know, giving you quests and advice. And the guy is like a jacked skooma addict who, like, never leaves his house. And when he finally does leave to go back to the Empire, you can find that letter. It's like, we're worried about you. We're worried about the skooma use. You gotta clean up your act. Like, that's incredible. I love that. These are the Gatorade Knights. The Lemon Lime boys. Those throws are pretty effective. Yeah, he's awesome. Man, Morrowind has so much character to it, huh? It's the name of, like, the jerk wizard guild, like the really snooty guys who live in towers without stairs. Because they figure the only people they're worth talking to are other wizards who know to levitate up to the second floor or whatever. Have they actually shown off Starfield? I haven't seen anything about it. Oh god. The leg warmer boys back for one final rodeo. For the next Bethesda games, my biggest hope is that they get away from the Gamebryo engine. That is, man. That should have been gone like after Oblivion at the latest. Oh my god. Getting real beefy now. The beef boys. He's jumping. He's jumping. He can't contain himself. I like this weird Art Deco background we've got here. Find the BioShock guy behind this all. Speaking of BioShock, what the heck's Ken Levine been up to? I don't think he's released anything since the last big game he worked on was BioShock Infinite, which wasn't crazy about, but you know, definitely a caliber of game developer that always be on board. Morrowind is legitimately the only true 3D one I enjoyed out of the box. I think you're probably far from the only one with that opinion. For me, a lot of the experience with Oblivion and Skyrim the last few years is I spend a ton of time... I spend almost as much time getting mods set up than I actually do playing them. Now we gotta knock these guys off this platform here. Oh! No! Damn it. The ultimate golden axe strat will not work here. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping it's something a little less streamlined than BioShock Infinite, but that's exciting. You'll have my infinite props for System Shock 2, so... Oh my god. Really getting into the weeds of it now, eh? Yes, yeah, that move's not gonna work on us anymore, sorry. Just gotta have patience. Don't rush it. Maybe we can knock him off here now? Nope. Wire Bash is the modern game. Oh yeah. Talked about it a bit before, some big plans for player freedom, especially when it comes to unfolding narratives. Yeah, I remember an interview a few years ago, he used the term, it's like, narrative Lego. Be interesting. The Dominatrix babes. Back again. Yeah, that man, like late 90s era of PC gaming was so unreal. No pun intended. There's so many great games. That was really the golden age for gaming in general, I think. From like 94, 95 to about 2001 was just so many insanely influential, innovative, quality games. Another person I'm wanting to see what's going to be happening with is Warren Spector. You know, he was working on System Shock 3, but I think Other Side Entertainment or whoever was working on that with him got the kibosh. which like now it's owned by Tencent. There's something very ironic about that. Futuristic, dystopian, corporate, you know, ownership of everything, future, being bought out by Tencent. Bioshock Infinite is weird. A lot of people consider it to be a genuine 10 out of 10. Yeah, I think it's one of those... It's like good for a single playthrough. If you ever revisit that game, it quickly becomes apparent that there's very little freedom. You start thinking a little bit more about some of the narrative stuff too, and it's just kind of like... I don't know. I liked it when I first played it, but I gave it about a week of thinking about it afterwards, and man, quickly fell in the ranks. The line from Elizabeth, she's like, "There's always a lighthouse." It's like, yeah, Ken, it's almost like you wrote that in the beginning of these scripts. Weird. What a coincidence that you added 2 lighthouses to these games. Oh. Oh my god. No, I've definitely never seen this before. The big bad. There it is, the titular golden axe. Oh god. It's like the Street Fighter 2 sprite. Covered in the fire there. Oh my god. My little barbarian versus Buff Lexington. There's 2 OG knights. Oh! Oh my god, what a reach. Bioshock erased any faith I had in Levine. I consider System Shock 2 as a top time all-timer too. I'm over being surprised though. Well, let's hope so. He's a downward stab. Learned it from Link. Yep. Oh god, and no, what? Okay. Maybe don't bother killing the knights, I guess. No! I'll tell you one game that's been driving me nuts. Other than this. I said I've been enjoying Ninja Gaiden Black, but there's certainly some levels in there that are frustrating. The ice and magma caverns. I was playing that last night. Oh my god. The jumping controls in that game are not built for that. This guy is so intimidating. Yes, that is the golden axe. Oh god. Oh! Please let that be it. If I've actually beaten this game, I'm going to be amazed. To have peace in this land again is like a dream come true. Thank you. Is that thing in the back gonna come alive? That'll be the final boss? Wow, this might actually be it. The courageous warriors defeat the evil lord and save the princess. However, the resulting peace is only temporary. Without the golden axe, true peace cannot be obtained. The warriors must journey again to find true peace and the golden axe? What? Is this like a Ghosts and Goblins kind of scenario? Huh. Okay. My route. Vast field, ancient mounds, dim jungle, bloody street, death mountain, cursed city, the gate of fate. The gate of fate. What did they do with it? It was right there. Yeah, that's really strange. Like, what? Wow, okay. That's kind of a... It's kind of a weak ending. I mean, even for a game of this vintage. Here. We put on one of these beats. Do I have to beat it on hard mode for like a real ending or something? I want to look this up. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there is a secret ending. Okay. So it might be based on your score. So I had a B. I might have needed an A. Okay, there's like a bunch of different variables. It's like the amount of times you use continues, the amount of partners you rescued. Well, okay then. So yeah, there is an additional final boss and secret ending, but we are not going to be seeing that tonight. If you guys are interested, you can look it up on YouTube, because that's probably what I'll be doing. I don't know, was this not a cabinet game? No, Golden Axe 2 and 3 on the Genesis were console exclusives. There was a sequel to Golden Axe in the arcades. It was called The Revenge of Death Adder, but it's a completely different game from these two. But, like I said, I've never, if you want to call it beaten, the game ended. I've never seen that before, so there's that. But now that I have, I would say, yeah, this is probably the least good out of the Golden Axe games, but I definitely don't think it's bad. A lot of people say it sucks. I don't think it sucks. I think it's just pretty good. But that was Golden Axe 3. But it's only been streaming for like an hour here. You guys gotta get your money's worth. It's not long enough. Let me see. We pop in something else. Play another game. Pop in my flashcard here. I have vivid memories of playing the original game on a ferry while my family was seasick. Nice. That sounds pretty cool. Alright, so Golden Axe 3 finished. Let's play a little bit more Genesis stuff before I wrap up here tonight. Let's see. Play some Splatterhouse, or I could add some more games to this. Yeah, Troop, I was actually playing Red Earth a few weeks ago. That's a really cool game. Really awesome sprite art. Let's pick one of these here, though. Just playing a beat 'em up, so maybe something other than that. Okay, how about... let's play Splatterhouse 2. Try that again. See if I can make it before I call it a night. Once Upon a Mouse? Wait a minute. I think something's wrong here. Unless I'm misremembering Splatterhouse. Castle Illusion. What the hell just happened? Okay, there we go. I don't know what just happened there, but yeah. Edit the stream name here. That laugh. Kind of see why people didn't like it. Blocking messed with the flow, and most of the background's pretty dull compared to earlier entries. Yeah, the backgrounds are definitely the weakest part, for sure. It just seems unfinished in places. Like, that came out around the same time as Streets of Rage 2 for comparison, you know? I'm letting this roll because I want to hear the mask laugh again at the end. Only I can give you the power. I did play this on stream a few months ago, but I figured it's been enough time. Plus, that was like in the middle of a 5-hour Genesis marathon, so hopefully this feels relatively fresh enough again. That's the best. I wish my laugh sounded like that. Yeah, Abe's Odyssey. I actually downloaded that earlier. Oh, it's on the menu. Trust me. Is this the one with the empty mansion? Last month during the Halloween marathon, I played Splatterhouse 3. And that's the one where you wander around. You know, you can choose where to go in the mansion. You gotta try and make it to the rooms and save your wife and son before the timer runs out. But this one I played like 2 or 3 months ago. And it's totally linear. And it's probably the best one in the series. Yeah, I've always heard great things about Abe's Odyssey. I'm looking forward to checking it out. Oh my god. Ooh. It's like some of the best sound effects you'll ever hear on the Genesis. The best voice samples, I should clarify. Ooh. Yeah, Rick's Empty Mansion, the third one, where he's got like 4 living rooms, 5 kitchens. There's your boss. The ancient technique of crouching him and kicking him in the balls. An elevator. There's something very funny about the combination of that face and that text. A secret entrance to the house? Question mark. Oh, yeah, these guys. You remember what I said about the best sound effects? I take it back. These kinds of like elevator beat 'em ups, elevator stage. I'm glad this trope is history. For the most part, anyway. Ooh. Protagonist looks so gross. His arms look like bags of shit. He's just beef, dude. He's on that beef way. Oh my god. Alright. No more messing around. Just stand right here. Nope, don't do that. Oh my god. There we go. Holy shit. This is... Ooh, okay. This part does suck, but I promise you it gets better after this, assuming I can actually make it through this. So you just don't bother trying to hit them in the air. It's a fool's errand. There we go. Oh, thank God. Let's get the hell out of here. What a strut. Look at that. Ooh. This game is challenging. It's very challenging. Oh god, look at that. So you probably weren't going to see something like that on the Super Nintendo. At least in the United States. You gonna do it? Okay. Oh. Oh my god. I don't remember it being this frustrating. No way am I doing that elevator again. Let's pick one more game. Oh god. I just can't do it. Let's see. You know, let's give Castle Illusion a shot. Maybe that was a sign. That was the game we were actually supposed to play. Oh, yeah, it's the first game with a terminally constipated protagonist. He really broke ground for Max Payne to come along. A complete 180. What kind of room is behind this door? Let's all relax in the beautiful world of Mickey Mouse for a minute. Sorry, I just couldn't take those sound effects. It's been a long day. I'm not in the mood. Some really beautiful sprite art in this game. This is Epic Mickey, right? This is the game Warren Spector worked on? I just know that Disney has a clause, like, anybody who works with them, anyone who depicts Mickey Mouse has to draw him with both ears visible at all times. It's like, anytime you ever see Mickey Mouse in any kind of official capacity, you always see both ears. That's like part of the rules. You want to work with Disney. You want to use Mickey Mouse. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts, it is pretty crazy, especially when it came out. You know, these days it's a lot more common for all these like crazy media crossover things. For better or for worse, considering it's mostly just because fewer companies own much more. But yeah, it's pretty crazy that they got the rights to do that. Yes, Troop, I remember that Epic Mickey concept art very well. I think in particular there was one crazy, was like Goofy being depicted like some kind of like wooden Frankenstein's monstrosity. Very interesting. Yeah, I'm guessing they're probably pretty pissed off that that art got out, because no way was the game ever, at least from a visual standpoint, ever going to live up to that. Okay, you cannot jump on the mushrooms. Mickey Swag Grip Walk. Nope. Huh. Oh, can jump on these guys. Oh, that's great. Kirkbride. He's a wild dude. You think that story about him not showing up to work for a couple days and Todd Howard having to go to his house to like find him in the midst of like a drug rampage is true? Or is that the stuff of just gamer legend? No! Cool music. Meme myth. Yeah, probably. Oh no! Yeah, another thing, I don't think you could show Mickey dying. So, he goes flying off the screen like that. see. I'll just clear this first level and then call it a night. Let's see if I can do it. Pretty grounded and savvy for most employee accounts I've read. Yeah. Yeah, it seemed a little too extreme to be true. Pretty amusing though. Oh shit, I need some apples. What do I do without apples? Can I grab the chestnuts? No. Huh. Okay. So notice that they're not lives, they're tries. Yeah, I'm stumped. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here. Anybody have any ideas? Yeah, I find it hard to believe that they would really just let you get to this unwinnable scenario if you don't have any apples and just have to burn through your lives, but I don't know what to do. I can't jump on him. I can't do anything with these chestnuts. Can I just jump on this tree here? No. No, there's no attack button. You must be brave and smart. Qualities I apparently lack. Still no apples. No, there's gotta be another way here. I can't go any further that way. Wait a minute. Wait a sec. Hold on. If I hold down while I'm falling, Mickey does this. Can I hurt him like that? Yeah, okay. So you don't just jump on them, you have to hold down. Or just tap it when you're falling. And then you can do damage. Like that. Alright. No sweat. Hey Spoon, how's it going? Just in time for some Golden Axe 3, starring Mickey Mouse. Another door! What could be inside? Let's take a peek. You didn't think it was going to be that easy, did you? I'd like to pick up, we're talking about movies, I'd like to pick up more animated stuff on Blu-ray or 4K. Seems like a lot of it is kind of hit or miss, unfortunately. Like I was looking at picking up Akira. Apparently, pretty much every US release of that is messed up in some way or the other. Oh, I was talking about all those movies I ordered. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. That was another one. Oh my god. Who is the first posterior pounder in games? That depends on your definition of... Never mind. Probably Mario. Yeah, this is a cute level. Fantasia is great. Yeah, I'd be down for some of the older Disney movies. That seems like a good idea. Fantasia. Yeah, localization. The thing is with... Oh, silly me. I tried to use my feet, not my ass. I say with Akira, it's not so much the localization as the transfer is really bad. I sound like a broken record with this stuff, but so many of these like legendary media properties you'd think would get nothing but, you know, the most like immaculate treatment on modern home video in HD, but it's really not as often the case as you would believe, or want to believe. So I never saw any Mickey movies or shorts or anything. I didn't see many of them, but you know, I was really into DuckTales. Oh shit. There's a DuckTales movie on VHS that I watched constantly. What it was called. It got pretty intense at the end. It's like that era, 80s and 90s. It's like kids media where it's like has to get really dark and scary towards the end. Remember like what the antagonist like turning into like this like gargoyle demon? So what the hell is that called? It's like a DuckTales movie. Give this one more shot. Yeah, this Mickey Mouse walking animation is pretty nice. Yeah, regarding Akira, or really anything else, I mean, any non-English film, I 99% of the time will watch it in its original language. It's like, number one, it's like a lot of the stuff you can't trust the people doing these dubs to be putting in the same amount of effort the original people did. I mean, there's a variety of reasons for that. But secondly, you know, if something takes place in Japan, it should be speaking Japanese. I mean, like anything, if something takes place in Germany, I would expect the characters to be speaking German, you know? No, I never played Wario Land 4. The only one I really played was Wario Land 2, but that was a great game. Alright, blocks of doom up here. Secret? How did I get that? Oh! Okay. Four is the goat. Ooh, nice. Yes, those games are fantastic, right? I've always heard, like I said, I played the second one, it was phenomenal, but Those are all supposed to be great games, right? Subs and dubs totally whacked out. Translators will just insert whatever they feel like. That's too bad. Alright, now what? Clutch jump, Mickey. I wasn't sure if you could actually take those guys out. Happy to see you can. This reminded me of that Saturn game, Clockwork Knight. It's really charming. I gotta play the sequel one of these days. Pick that up. Yes! Oh! This is fun. Sega keeps injecting overt woke shit into Yakuza. I've only played about half of Zero. Oh, this game good? This is the first time I played more than 30 seconds of it, and I have to say, yeah, so far it seems really good. So into scenes that are in the games purely to show the ugly sexism in a more subtle way. Do you mean scenes that were critical of like sexism to begin with? Like that didn't need like that kind of dialogue, or changing the context of the scenes with the translated dialogue? Oh! Jump for the jelly! This game is definitely more my speed right now than Splatterhouse. What? Oh my god. Shout out for the unicycle. The only thing I wish I could change, I wish Mickey could dash. Doesn't seem like he can. Watch out for the clown. Just get beamed in the face. The jelly. If you don't have anything to throw, I can get through those. Probably can't do the butt drop on him. Alright. Watch out for the crazy unicycle. See if that comes back around. Nope, clown does. Yeah, the Yakuza games I definitely want to play more of. Or I was playing Zero, and I stopped at some point. It's like Kiryu about to learn about real estate or something, which I'm guessing is like an in-game mechanic. And the characters are essentially kind of breaking the fourth wall and like warning, like, hey, this might take a little bit. Are you ready? Like, you want to save? I was playing, it was like, you know, 2 a.m. I was like, no, let me come back to this. And then I just never did. It was like, anytime I wanted to be playing any games the next, like, week after that, it's like, I don't want to learn about real estate right now. Oh! Is that gonna do it for Mickey? It's not looking so good. The scenes only exist to highlight the repulsive sleaze of it all. The localization is embarrassingly overt. Though I don't know if that is because Sega hired a separate English-speaking voice cast. Yeah, I don't know. Interesting. Looks like I ran out of continues, though. It's just small. I think it's about time to wrap it up. I've got some tikka masala calling my name, so I'm going to demolish that. Maybe I'll watch one of these movies I'm talking about and get to bed. But hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thank you all for your support. Thank you for the kind comments regarding the video. There'll be many more. And as I mentioned earlier, watch on the next couple days because it'll be a nice, little smaller thing, but another video by Friday. So yeah, watch out for that. Make sure, send the psychic energy my way so Zuli doesn't do it first, because that would be very ironic. But yeah. Thank you, everybody. Alan, do I have an email or a Discord? You know, I did make a Discord for this channel, but I didn't put it up yet because I didn't think there would be enough people, you know, to really participate. But I think we're getting to the point now where maybe I should make it public. Tell you what. On Sunday, either with the video when I upload the video or the next stream on Sunday, I'll share the Discord. We can start chatting on that. Actually, let me see if am I logged into Discord on this computer? I'll just do it right now. Nope. Okay. Yeah, be on the lookout. We'll get our Discord going. I'll take that next step, that bold step on the final frontier. But masala, yeah, I'm lucky. Masala and coconut naan and all the chutneys you could ever want. But for real though, I'm gonna go. I hope you all have a great night. Take care. Watch out for that next video, and I will see you all next time. Adios.